Oh, who did that? You all been out in the garden, have you, you water dodgers? Is it cold and wet out there? Look what I can see. Just behind that brown wheelie bin there. I don't know if you can see it from here. Just above where Snatch is laid to rest there. One single red rose on the end of the creeping rose bush above Snatch's resting place. Willow's been trying to eat it for the last 2 days. Alright, but I left it there because they killed her for protecting me. Alright. So we're turning the negative area into a positive area like I promised I'd do for my dogs. So we're going to build a zoomy track out in the garden so the dogs can burn off their energy. Alright. What do you think you're doing? Get off that mop. Get off that mop. It's not a fucking rabbit. Get the fuck back. Well, I get. You and all. Get out of it. Right. You're going to make me do this, aren't you, Marnie? Get off it. Get off. Move. Stay behind the barrier then. Fucking dumbass. Right, so what happens if you see rabbits hopping about just over that fence line? You're going to react like you just did to that mop, aren't you? So why are they tempting you? Why are they tempting you, dogs? Leaving gates open? Trying to get you to jump the fence? To chase the rabbits round the garden, in the garden with the young children? It's all part of the police's setup, isn't it? That was the fat little fecker that I described in the police station on her computer. Trying to manipulate the mind of a child. You know, from when I recorded inside the police station. You'll have to hear it one day, because you'll hear me say to the boy, what, they just give you a plastic bag there, mate? No books to read? No, she won't let you play games on her computer, because she's what, doing what? Not doing much for you, are they? Yeah, caught all that on that secret recording inside the police station. Ha ha ha. So that's where it's all been coming from, like I said. Right, we've got one clean mop. You dogs all finished in here now? Have you? Yeah? You're going to get on the... Get out of there! You're not going on my bed with them dirty feet, mate. What do you think you are? You're not going in there either, are you? You're just being moved. Move! 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 Hulkster, move! Nope! Willow, get out of there with your dirty feet. Hulkster, move. There. Willow. Willow, on the carpet. Move! That's better. Stay there while I clean the floor. So I can't do no digging or nothing at the moment because my fingers are all cramped up, all locked up. My back's playing it. My legs playing it. Suffering from lack of sleep. Where I'm having my life messed about with. For antisocial reasons. So they can push that little agenda. Right? Because they're waiting for me to react to any provoking. Right? And then as soon as I react, then they turn around and try to take me out of the picture. To, you know, say it's my mental health, when really it's them that's causing the mental health issue. By not doing what they should be doing and prescribing me the right medication so I can sleep properly, eat properly and do everything else a normal person can do in life. Right, are you happy now, Marnie? You can't even pee in their crates, can you? Because they've only been using one crate to keep warming. Like a couple of old lezers, aren't you? Oi, don't you try and nip him in the face. He will bite you back. Bitch, know your place. You're not mother hen in this pack. Now let that dry. What? No, you've had a tin of food. I'm not going out yet. Out of there. Out. I've just put that over there to dry off the blanket, obviously. Oops. I'm going to cut my fucking cable in half, do I? It's getting a bit fucking damaged as it is. But I've got to order a new high-speed cable to go up through the loft rather than have it like that. Oh well, the dogs just have to. I'm using the other barriers like that to stop them getting into the wardrobe, Jack's bags, and the paddling pool that's in there. And I need to drill that to undo it. Get out of there for your territory, Mark. It's all clean. Wait, Batty, stop licking your brother's nads. Leave that to the bitches. You. What are you? Arthur or Martha? What are you? Make your mind up, boy. Go on, get down that hallway. We'll take you for a walk. Hello? Hello? Well, not too bad this morning. I've just got off the phone with my doctor. What's the problem this time? Hang on, let me put it on the loudspeaker. Go on.
Right, you're alright. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. It's alright. It's sleep deprivation messing with my senses.
Just your neighbourhood manager speaking. Just want to do a...
Neighbourhood manager speaking. Did you say neighbourhood manager speaking?
Yeah.
Okay, for what reason is this call about then?
To complete a property inspection along with a surveyor in relation to damp and mould.
Oh right, yes. I'm glad you've actually finally got round to it. We did have a property inspection where I did discuss it with that man that came round for your stock check. Yep. I've got a problem though, because my internet keeps getting messed about with, including my security cameras.
Who's messing around with them, do you know?
Of course I know who it is, because only one organisation has the router information, and that's cross keys. Because they had to have that for the home stock inspection to be checked thoroughly. As soon as he moved under the surveillance equipment on the kitchen ceiling, his tablet stopped working. So I said, isn't that odd? How come you're getting electronic interference through that spying device then? Never mind, do you want to use my Wi-Fi? He said, if you don't mind, because I can't do the check otherwise. So I let him take the router information to complete his check for legal reasons. Otherwise I would have had to endure another inspection for them to get the same information. So I straight away alerted my internet service provider to watch for any suspicious use of my internet. And yeah, they've said I can have a free router because somebody else is using it nefariously, and you've done right to inform us of it before it happened, and we've caught them doing it.
Okay.
So I presume it's still for more corrupt use of the Investigatory Powers Act.
Okay.
Yeah. So what would you like access to this time? The loft, where the damp patches are coming from?
Yeah, so the surveyor, I'll come out with a surveyor who can survey the property.
Yeah, that's no problem. Would you like me to secure my legal dogs?
If you could secure them at the time.
Yes, because we've got another police set up on that as well, see, where they've tried to attach antisocial behaviour to it. But I did do the sensible thing of recording the corrupt police while they was trying to be devious in their contracts as well. So I've got them by the short and curlies now as well. I'm ready to hand over all the information to the authorities to do their corruption sweep now.
Okay.
Of Cross Keys and the police.
Okay, if you, like I say, yeah, if you could secure
Yeah.
them at the time.
Yeah, they're all legal dogs. But like I said, they tried to set up another setup like they set me up the first time, which ended up in my imprisonment, didn't it? Which I'm having overturned because I've got proof on that as well.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in terms of the damp,
It keeps coming back to Cross Keys and the police acting corruptly, though. That's the funny thing about it.
okay. In terms of your damp and mould inspection, Mr. Hobden.
Yes.
Like we say, the surveyor will come out and you can show them all of the damp and mould patches.
Yeah, sure. There's some above the coming from where the solar panels are.
Yeah.
So.
Great. So if we'll investigate that. Are you home Wednesday morning? Wednesday the 29th?
Is that this Wednesday or the following one? I don't follow time the same as you do.
No, sorry, it's this Wednesday.
This Wednesday. Well, that would be the day before I've got to go to the doctors to talk about cannabis.
Okay.
Because that's what the antisocial thing's really about, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
Are you available this Wednesday?
Well, I'd prefer it to be after I speak to my doctor and get my full legal protection.
Okay.
You know, and then if I am using my private medication, which my doctor is supporting, then the police don't have a leg to stand on, and nor do the corrupt landlords.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it this way. I'm not doing anything illegal from this property, so, you know, that's why I've kept questioning why I keep getting these checks every couple of months of one or a different description. I worked it all out, see? So, what would you like to do? What date would be best after Thursday for you?
Would the following Tuesday be okay then?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
And what time?
Any time after sort of 11, 12 o'clock once my medication's kicked in. I'm currently on antidepressants and I get very mardy in the morning if I've been pissed off, excuse my language, with door slamming all night from the, from the car doors, what me and the dogs can hear more clearly now because we've got no glass in the double glazed front door.
Okay.
Yeah, because that still hasn't been done. I've since been on Facebook Marketplace and seen a door for sale on there for a £110. All I've got to do is hang the bloody thing if the measurements are right. My family haven't got back to me on it on the same subject yet either, but £110 a lot better price than £900 for taking the mickey out of me, innit?
Okay.
Which is the price I got quoted by Cross Keys.
Was that?
Yeah. So, you know, I might do it that way. Currently, I'm, having the same old psychology games of the door slamming, which is supposed to represent prison doors if you don't do as we tell you to do, because we run this neighbourhood. You know? It's the same old village idiot clique.
Okay.
Yeah.
For next Tuesday, so you can have your doctor's appointment as you requested. We'll visit next Tuesday.
Yeah, no problem at all.
In for 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Yeah, I can be in for that. I'm disabled. I mean, most days anyway. This isn't a lockdown thing. This is my disabled life. Now I'm not even allowed to walk my dogs without them having a muzzle on, and we're not complying with it at all because they're not on a banned breed list. Nor am I, as a World War II bulldog hybrid. So I don't need to be wearing or complying with mask nonsense either.
Okay.
Which is all it's about, isn't it? You know, Klaus Schwab and his New World Order police states. Yeah.
As I say, Mr. Hobson, I'll be
Yeah.
in relation to the damper mould.
Yeah, well, I'm only conversing in a way, so I'm making it perfectly clear there's no antisocial angle where I'm coming from. I'm speaking the truth on everything and exposing it all now because I've had enough of it all.
Okay, that's great, Mr. Hobson.
Yeah, no problem at all.
I will see you next Tuesday. If there's any issues in the meantime, don't hesitate to call us, alright?
Well, I don't complain about the neighbours anymore because there's just no point. If it becomes a serious problem, then Cross Keys as a company hides the complaint logs so it can't be dealt with properly in court, which is a corrupt way of living, isn't it, and doing business with their tenants, because then they're putting their tenants at risk. And my life was actually put in danger when I got imprisoned. I'm now suffering from a collapsed vein where I was, forced to undergo a medical experiment by the state. So, yeah, cheers for that. I'm taking that as an attempt on my life.
Okay, Mr. Hobson.
Now you can understand why I'm exposing it all the corruption, everything.
Okay, Mr. Hobson. In terms of your damper mould, like I say, I'll visit next Tuesday, okay?
Yeah, none of it's come back in the areas that have been painted. The kitchen area's still got to be done.
Yeah.
But at the time, the guy had done his best. It's winter as well, so there's no point in going through the kitchen area until the springtime, until I can properly air the property out. Currently, I've dug out footings at the front, ready to put up new railings, security railings, to protect my livestock from those that are trying to tempt and insinuate other things about my dog pack.
Okay.
So I'm actually investing in this property still, while improving it, which none of the other tenants are doing. But the new ones, the new blood neighbours that have moved into the area, take one look at the property now and they're saying, well, actually, we like what you've done with that.
Yeah.
How much is that stuff so we can do the same to our property?
I look forward to seeing it on Tuesday. Then.
Well, it's only weather shield paint for the back of the building to, keep the mildew from entering the building through the window vents. And it's also increasing the light to my grow patch, which I'm building in the back garden. So it serves a purpose. Once I've got the driveway sorted out, then I'm going to be moving to putting railings up with secure bottoms of the railings, so the dogs can't even nick through at smaller dogs or anything like that when they get tempted by them. You know, so we'll talk about it all properly when you come and do your inspection.
That sounds a plan.
Yeah, but I do get defensive when you want to come round inspecting for this, that or the other all the frigging time every month or so, or every other month for whatever reason. It's just snooping as far as I can see. But I will happily comply with it this time because I want this health issue sorted out once and for all while I deal with my doctors, because my health is deteriorating because of it all.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, but
No, it's just a thing that happens in life. I came across some tapes from previous tenants which they hid up in my loft, which I found dictaphone tapes and communications from previous tenants also complaining about the state of their dying relatives to the landlords, which I've got. That's evidence from the past of how how your company treats tenants.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying now?
We'll discuss it on.
Well, that's not up for discussion. That's stuff what they left behind for the next person to find.
Okay.
But it just made me very aware of how things really run in this city.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad you're all aware of it all now, because all calls are recorded for training and monitoring purposes, are they not? And Cross Keys was silly enough to tell me that they have an office in a police station somewhere. Which I asked the police about, and the police refused to comment on it because they didn't know they was being recorded. Checkmate, motherfuckers, isn't it?
Right,
Excuse my humour.
right.
Yeah, excuse my humour, it's the medication.
It's all right. You take.
Alright, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling. Bye-bye now. What was your name as well?
My name's Shane Green, neighbourhood manager.
Okay, thank you very much, Shane, alright?
No worries. Take care, Mr.
Okay, no problem. Bye-bye. Well, that wasn't that funny. Because they can't see through that tablet because I blocked the camera on this side of the screen. So when the tablet's up... where's the torch? Let me show you. So when the tablet's up there, on its side like that, the camera's not looking across my bed, is it, while I'm laying in bed? Do you see what I mean now? So the camera would be sitting in there, behind the door, and while I'm laying in bed suffering, I've got someone watching me, taking pleasure from it. So I've covered up the thingy, the webcam on this side of the tablet, and yeah, now it's stopped doing it. In other words, like, every time you go to sleep and notice your camera switch off, you get up and turn your camera back on. Now we don't know when you're laying down and going to sleep because you blocked your camera, and oh, now we can't play that game with you. But like you've just heard, Cross Keys and the police have both been abusing the Investigatory Powers Act, interfering with my electronic communications and my internet, which is a crime in itself, is it not? So I'm so pleased they decided to disturb my recording of a video while I was talking about the dog that got poisoned. Kind of ironic, that, isn't it? Because they hid all that from the court to make sure they got a conviction to try and evict me. Checkmate, motherfuckers!